So today, the theme of today is a bit, I would say, not unusual, but special, I would say. Today I wrote the blog post about why I do consider yoga and another aspect of, for example, of mesocycle awareness as two main tools for women empowerment, because this is my experience with that. And a part of this conversation is connected to the connection and the relationship we have with our body. And we are three, for sure, different generations of women in the 20s, in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. I don't know exactly, but we are in a wide range. And I'm sure, but maybe it's not the case for you, that maybe sometimes in our life we struggle with our body image, because this is what was my experience and what I hear from my friends and my mom, the generations of my mom, younger generations. It's a common theme on how a woman relates to our body. And sometimes we forget the beauty and the wisdom and the intelligence and the power of what we have in any level of forms. So tonight, the invitation for this Yin Yoga class is to nourish yourself on a deep level of self-care and self-love, especially those parts that probably you don't like a lot. Like for me are my belly. I don't like my belly. I would love it would be a bit more flat, but sometimes it is what it is. And the other part that I struggle with is my breast, which I consider always too big, and I would love to just have it a bit smaller. So probably another person with a flat breast would love a bigger breast. It's always a bit like this. But so just to invite you to use the practice as a cocoon, use a practice as a way to support and deeply nourish yourself and the relationship with your body as a woman. This is my invitation for you tonight. And let's begin with a seated position as you want, with a small meditation, hands on your knees, palms facing down or up. This is personal. Close your eyes. Take a nice inhale with your nose. And let it out with your mouth. Two more in. And out. Last one in. And out. Connect to your natural breath without forcing or changing anything. And sometimes I use my breath as a tool, especially if I want to focus on self-nourishment, self-care and love in that sense. And I imagine that my breath is liquid. So it's traveling all around my body and nourishing every single part of my body, especially the part that I am ignoring, the part that I'm struggling a bit more with. With every inhale and exhale, the breath moves and travels. A couple of breaths more here. And with the next exhalation, open up your eye to land in the first position, which is the wide knee child pose. That means sit on your heels, open up your legs as wide as your mat, more or less. And with the next exhalation, let the chin relax towards the sternum and roll forward. Option 1, you can stay on the elbows. Option 2, going all the way down, forehead on the floor, extend the arms forward. I invite you to move slowly in the position, especially in yin. We begin with 60% of our possibilities, and then we wait. We wait that the body opens up. So we let the body take the decision of opening, of trusting, and releasing tensions. And we ask the mind to observe, to be still and present, and to collaborate. Your liquid breath arrives everywhere, in your back, in your spine, in your neck. 10 more breaths. And in these 10 breaths, see if you can arrive with your breath a bit more deeper, in a place where you don't normally go, with your attention, with your care, with your nourishment. And take a nice inhale with your nose and let it out with your mouth. 2 more, in with your nose and out with your mouth. In and out. And very slowly pull your navel inward and roll your spine up. Bring the knees together. Move your weight forward. Bring the belly on the floor. And relax your feet. Keep the hands to the side of your chest. We're going to practice a intense variation of the Sphinx. So from here, lift yourself up, straight up your arms. And we stay for 8, 7, relax your hips, relax your legs. If it's too much for your lower back, go down, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release belly on the floor, relax the forehead on your hand. A couple of breaths more here. And slowly, with the next exhalation, place the hands to the side of your chest. Inhale, come up and come in all 4. From all 4, if it's possible, make sure you have a blanket near. Maybe you need it, maybe you don't, but it's always a good idea to have it handy. For this one, so bring your right knee to your right hand and extend your left leg back. This can be quite intense for the knee and the hip. One option is, if this is the case, is to fold a blanket and place the blanket underneath the right hip and the right leg. This is option number one. If this position is not possible at all for you tonight, come on your back, bend your right knee and place the right ankle on the left knee and lift up your legs. This is the other variation possible instead of the swan. So choose what is accessible for you tonight. And we stay here 3 minutes. We begin with the hands planted on the mat for 5 breaths. And when you feel ready, elbows down, come on your elbows and relax the head. Stay connected to your breath, stay connected to your intention and the purpose of this class. And anytime this position is too much, you can always modify it and go on the back. Take a nice inhale with your nose and out with your mouth. In and out. In and out. Come up on your hand. Plant the hands firmly. Curve your back and step your right knee back. Stay still in old form for a couple of breaths without moving a lot. And then extend your right leg back and move the leg in any way you want. This is a free movement time. Simply follow how your body wants to move. This is another interesting part of the conversation around the relationship with our body. Can we trust our body that it's doing what is the best for us? Can we trust the intelligence and the intuition of our right leg, for example, without using our mind, intellectual mind all the time? For the other side. So this time, place your left knee towards your left hand, extend your right leg. If you use the blanket on the right side, please do the same on the left. 5 breaths with the hand and the palms firmly planted on the floor. Feeling the difference between the two sides. And with your next exhalation, lower the elbows on the floor. Relax your head all the way down if you want. Gravity is one of the best friends of Yin Yoga. And it's a nice opportunity to learn how to trust. Is it safe to release? It's safe to lose control a bit. It's safe to let go. It's safe to feel the body heavy and supported. It's safe to feel our body whole and complete. Ten breaths more. And if you feel safe and flexible, and you trust your flexibility, see if you can place your head and your forehead all the way down on your hand. If this is too much, stay on your elbows. Take a nice inhale with your nose and out with your mouth. In, out, in, and out. Tuck the toes, come back on your hands, and slowly come up, and all four. We stay still in all four for a couple of breaths. Basically, we wait for the left hip to reset and realign. And then extend your left leg and move your leg in any way that you feel that it's good and juicy and yummy. Being gentle, moving slow. And from here, come seated and extend the leg in front of you. With the legs extended, bend your right knee towards your chest, hug your leg, and place your right knee on top of the left one. Exactly. So the left leg is straight and the right knee is relaxed on top of the left one. Let's begin by folding forward. So release the chin towards the sternum and curve the back, following the way of gravity, and relax the hands in front of you. And tonight, instead of palms facing down, flip the palms up. Yeah. And see what changes this simple gesture, this simple change in the way we move the body. We have a different emotional reaction and mental reaction. Four minutes here. And while you enter in the pose, reconnect to your breath. The breath that is liquid, arriving as a nourishing fluid in anywhere you need support, nourishment, self-love. For the next 10 breaths, see if you can deepen your inhale and your exhale. And for deepen, I mean let your inhale become longer and your exhale as well. Your breath is this nourishing liquid, but also this nourishing balm that is massaging our body inside out. You can always inhale with your nose and let it out. In and out. In and out. In and out. And vertebra after vertebra, roll the spine up. And stay with the spine long. And feel the back kind of going back in its own place, or the vertebrae going back in their own place, like a waterfall in your back. And gently change sides. So this time, left knee towards your chest, hug the knee, and place the left knee on top of the right one. Relax your left foot. And beginning from the crown of the head, let the head be heavy. And let the spine roll forward. This time, palms facing down, hands facing down. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck, your head. Enjoy the time for you, enjoy the stillness. And the time and the space you are creating to nourish, to take care, and to listen. And these three words nourish, actually only nourish and listen. These are yin-like verbs. They don't require any action, but they require stillness and presence with ourselves. And when we slow down the body, we also slow down the perception of time. Sometimes I don't have an idea, if I don't look at the clock, if 1 minute has passed or 5 minutes. Time is perceived differently as we experience ourselves in a different way. Three conscious breaths. Inhale with your nose and out with your mouth. In and let it go. In and out. And very, very slowly with gentleness, roll the spine up. Stay with the spine upright. Couple of breaths. Feel your entire back flooded with energy, with blood and nutrients. Release the leg, and if it's possible, come seated on your heel. If it's not possible, seated on the heels, simply stay with your legs crossed. And from here, open up your arms and see if you can touch your palms behind your back. If this is a lot and you're feeling pain or sharp sensation in your shoulders, simply take the opposite elbows. Okay, so 2 variations. Number 1, palms together, or fingers together. And number 2, opposite elbows. We stay here only 2 minutes, which is 20 breaths. And this is to open up the chest because we fall forward a lot in the first part, and now we need to balance, shifting our attention and our energy, because where attention goes, energy flows into the upper body. And breaths more. And even here, see if you can lengthen your inhale and your exhale. And very slowly release your arms and the hands. And gently move your shoulders, like circle back and then forward. And come with your back on the mat. Place your feet to the side of your mat and let the knees drop in. Both hands on your belly. Reconnect to your breath, to your inhale, your exhale. Imagine your breath as a liquid, nourishing liquid, as a balm, caressing you, holding you, supporting you from inside out. Finding nourishment and beauty and wisdom in your own body. 10 breaths more. Very gently, keeping the hands where they are. Open up your legs in a butterfly position. Then move your hands over your head. Keep the legs in this shape and bend your upper body to the right. So with the upper body, we are doing a banana shape. So hands to the right. If you want, you can also take your left wrist with your right hand, but the legs, they stay in a butterfly position. So we open up at the same time the hips and the shoulders. This is a deep opening of two vulnerable parts of the body, which are the hips and the groin, and our heart center and our shoulders. Stay present with yourself when it's coming up. Hold yourself, nurture yourself, be present for you. And with your own rhythm and pace, moving very gently and slowly, change sides. So keep the legs in the butterfly, but move your upper body and your hands to the left this time. With the next exhalation, move your hands over your head so the spine is neutral. Let the arms slide to the side of your body. Extend your leg forward for the last position, Shavasana. If you want, you can dim the light, you can use a blanket, you can use something for your eyes. And in this last position, Shavasana, imagine your body, that inside your body and right outside your body, thousand and thousand and thousand of energy channels. They run everywhere, not only in the physical body, but also right outside. In Sanskrit, they're called nadis, energy channels. For the Chinese, they're called meridians, lines. And imagine your breath in forms of energy, liquid, nourishing energy, the balm, nourishing balm, running through these channels, warming up the body, cozying up yourself, nurturing yourself. And this energy, nurturing energy, is always available for you. Anytime you need inner support, inner nourishment, you can go there. And very slowly begin to move your fingers, your toes. And again, free movement. Let your body decide and step back. And slowly come up, seated with your eyes closed. And use this last moment to thank yourself. If you want, you can finish with a word that is a deep meaning for you in your own native language or not. The way we close the practice is very personal and unique. And I thank you from my heart. Have a lovely evening and a beautiful start of the year.